Hi, this is a movement for getting the rib cage and the pelvis to be working separate from each other, to release the side body and to get the arms moving in the shoulder joint when you're in that kind of position. So what you're going to need is a bolster of some kind, or you could roll up a yoga mat, or you could put a roll towel underneath you. And you might also need a blanket or something for under your head, or a couple of blocks. So I have a blanket for under my head. So how this works is you're going to set yourself up you're going to be laying on your side, and we want to have the middle of the rib cage. So it's kind of like in line with the chest. Middle of the rib cage is going to come onto the bolster. Okay? And your bottom arm is going to come forward, and this is where you need some props or some support, or maybe a lot of support for under your head. So no neck tension or neck pain in your head when you're here. Okay, so you're going to have your head relaxing down, have it supported. You might need quite a lot, which is fine. Give yourself as much support as you need, because we want your head to be relaxed and not no tension or strain in the neck. Okay? And so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to focus on, you don't have to have your top arm on your rib cage. You're just going to focus on breathing here. So if you were able to look at yourself from above, your top shoulder is in line with your bottom shoulder. So if it feels like you're a bit rotated, you're going to take your bottom shoulder and bring it backwards a little bit, or your top shoulder forward, or you might need to roll yourself a little bit forward. Where it feels awkward is likely where you're going to be stacked on top of each other pretty well. So thinking about shoulder over shoulder and hip over hip. So my hips are stacked as well, one on top of the other. So I'm not rolled back and I'm not rolled forward, right? So try to get that alignment as best as you can. And then you're just going to focus on that breathing in the rib cage. As you breathe in, you're going to feel, I want you to bring awareness to and feel the rib cage expanding up to the ceiling and down into the bolster. And you can take some deep breaths. You can just take slow, gentle breaths. Okay, as many as you like. And just to settle here, right? So what we're doing is we're taking the whole spine and we're moving it laterally. We're taking the rib cage and we're moving it laterally, sideways on the skeleton. And that's also going to affect the hips and the pelvis. And so usually this line is really quite tight for people, especially if you do a lot of sitting, right from the hip up to the shoulder, up to the neck. So you can be here as long as you want. Anytime it starts to get uncomfortable, you're going to come off of it, right? So don't stay here if you feel any pain increasing. Taking the top arm up, hopefully you can see this. So I reached my arm towards the ceiling. Now I want to let it come right down so it's sitting more neutrally, arm bone into that shoulder joint. And from this place, you're going to turn the arm. So you're going to do rotations with the arm, thinking about the upper arm rotating in the shoulder joint. So it's hand, wrist, forearm, upper arm that rotates. Trying not to reach it to the ceiling, right? Trying to keep it in that neutral position as best as you can. And really thinking about the biceps and the triceps. Those are what's helping move this arm into rotation. So you'll do 3, 4, 5, 10 rotations, whatever feels available for you. Keeping your arm relaxed down. Notice if it's reaching up, drop it down. Breathe, stay focused on your breath. And then let that relax. Okay, so the second movement here that you can do, and you can mix this all up. You could do one arm movement or no arm movements. You could just be here and breathe, whatever works for you. Palm faces the hip. Inhale, sweep the arm up. overhead, palm stays facing the ceiling, whatever overhead is for you, right? Maybe the fingertips touch the floor, maybe they don't. That's inhalation. Exhale, sweep the arm back down. So we're just working that whole range of motion with the spine in this lateral flexion. Working that range of motion in the arm. Breathe, exhale, sweep down, inhale, back up. Deep breath in really helps to expand the breath into that rib cage. Exhale. And you can do 5 to 10 of these, however many you like. Inhale, exhale. Okay, next movement, you can pause there for a bit. Palm faces up now. Take a breath in. Inhale, sweep the arm up overhead. Exhale, bring it back down. So you're going to feel your shoulder blade more, back of the arm, under the arm area. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And then same with this. You could do 5 to 10 repetitions of that arm movement. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come back onto your back. So take the bolster away. Anything that's under your head, if you don't need it, take that away. And you're just going to come and lie on your back and notice that right side to the left side. You might feel this whole right side is shifted, or just feel what you feel side to side. And then you're going to set yourself up again on this side, on the other side, and repeat what we just did. So you're going to lay there, breathe, connect, and then the arm comes up, rotations, arm sweeps, palm down, arm sweeps up and down, palm up. So make sure that you do the both sides, and just take your time to do this. You don't have to do the whole sequence of arm movements. You can just be there and breathe and just do one arm movement and see how that goes. So if you have any questions, just let me know.